my beautiful Gemini, what's happening, what's crack-a-lackin', and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy Aaron for CancerMoonsTarot coming at you guys with your July 2020 love tarot reading. I hope you guys are well. If so, let me know down in those comments down below. Keep in mind this reading is general. If it resonates, that's awesome. If not, it's not your message. Feel free to check out any other amazing tarot readers that we got here on YouTube, okay? These messages may resonate backwards or vice versa, so take them how they resonate if they apply to your particular situation. If you guys would like, you can follow me on Instagram and Twitter, which is all linked down below, and you guys can also check out my sister and her boyfriend's YouTube channel. That is the first link in the description if you guys want to take a look into my family's life. Nonetheless, my Gemini gang, sorry, I just did a reading for Cancer, excuse me. Nonetheless, my Gemini gang, that was a definite weird cough, so maybe some throat chakra shit we're clearing through, who knows? Let's get into your July 2020 reading. All right, messages for Gemini here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 2020. Messages for Gemini here, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 2020. What do we got going on? Messages for Gemini. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs throughout July 2020. All right, my Gemini gang, let's get one last shuffle and see what messages we got coming through. Hopefully we got some fantastic stuff. Gemini, the overall energy for you guys here is the Four of Pentacles. So you can be connecting with an earth sign, possibly a Taurus, a Virgo, or a Capricorn. Your current energy is the Hierophant. The person you're dealing with here is the Eight of Pentacles, and the outcome that's present here is the Hermit card. So you can be connecting with a Virgo, a Taurus, and yeah, you got all earth energy here. Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Shit, okay. Well, major earth sign energy may be in your chart, or you may be dealing with one. So let's get into it, Gem, and see what we got going on. The Hierophant to the Four of Pentacles. You are holding on to some sort of commitment dearly here. Keep in mind, the commitment you're holding on to doesn't have to be romantic. You can be committed to your job. You can be committed to your friends. You can be committed to someone. And it doesn't always have to be romantic, but I do feel like there's some sort of commitment that you're holding on to that you kind of need a break from. Because whoever this is you're dealing with, it feels like they are quite working you, okay? For some of you Geminis, you may be in the position throughout this month where you are considering quitting your job. You may feel as if you're getting completely overworked from whoever it is that your boss is. But for other Geminis as well, you may feel like somebody is overly working you in general, possibly somebody that you're dealing with romantically or somebody that you're a friend with, okay? Possibly even a family member. As for the outcome that's present though, you look like you need space. You got here the Hermit card. You need some time to think. You need some time to be alone with your thoughts, okay? Michael Scott moment, if you guys watch The Office. This is a place that I like to go to be alone with my thoughts, okay? That's kind of the energy that we're seeing here, Gemini. I feel like you need a place to be alone with your thoughts, you know? Maybe go down by the river or go down by a lake and just sit down and just meditate and think. I think that's a good vibe, man. Definitely a good vibe. Anyways, man, let's get back into the reading, though. All right? I do feel that you're looking for some space between you and another person. Let's take a look at this Eight of Pentacles. Why is the person Gemini is dealing with showing up as the Eight of Pentacles? Ooh, and we got here the Knight of Pentacles. They are really looking for stability with you. Someone here wants you to be their rock, but you don't know if you have the capacity to do that. I kind of feel, Gemini, that someone here wants you to be their rock, but you got your own shit to deal with, and with all that being said, it's kind of hard to balance out your shit and someone else's shit, because then you create a shit fest. And I feel like that's where you're kind of stuck right now. I feel like also that's why you're the Four of Pentacles. You're kind of trying to keep your shit to yourself, but at the same time, you're finding it hard to balance shits. It's a little difficult, man. A little difficult, all right? Let's take a look here at the Hierophant. What is this commitment you're holding on to? Okay, we got here the Page of Swords. Yeah, you are holding on to not only your shit, but the other person's shit, and the balance between shits. That's what I'm feeling here with the Page of Swords. The Page of Swords is about communication, and you've been very hesitant to let somebody know that you got your own stuff going on, and that you're getting a little bit overwhelmed and a little bit burnt out. That's kind of what I'm feeling here. So what I'm going to do here, Gemini, is I'm going to go over the person you're dealing with. I'll take a look at how they feel towards you and what's going on with them throughout July 2020. Then I'll take a look at how you feel towards them, what's going on with you throughout July 2020. We'll see where energies are aligning, and then we'll see the outcome. So let's get into your person first and see what's going on with them. I just feel like someone here is very reliant on you right now, and I don't know if you're able to balance that. But let's take a look. In regards to who Gemini is dealing with, how does this person feel towards Gemini? throughout July 2020? And what is going on with this individual, please? How does the person that Gemini is dealing with feel towards Gemini throughout July 2020? And what is going on with this person, please, throughout July 2020? First card out is the Ten of Pentacles. How do they feel about Gemini? Well, Gemini, they feel like you got your shit together. Ten of Pentacles. They feel as if you're in a position right now where you're grounded, where you're good. They kind of view you as a very held together person. And I'm sure that you are 110%. But at the same time here, the Tower, they see you as a rock, Gemini, because they've seen you go through some shit. And here's the thing. When a person goes through some shit, they have strength. But even though you have an immense amount of strength, Gemini, you are allowed to be in a position where you are still healing and recovering from that. I feel like whoever you're dealing with has seen you go through some shit. But they almost look at you as if you are this person who is fucking just great and fantastic, but I think you're still dealing with your Tower moments, and you may have been silent about them because you don't want this person to, know that you have stuff going on. You usually keep your business private, but that's what I'm seeing here so far. Moving forward, we got here the World card, we got here the Four of Wands, we got here the Six of Cups, we got here the Two of Swords, and then we got here the Ace of Wands. So, based on who you're dealing with, they genuinely really care about you. The World card to the Four of Wands. They want to keep moving forward with you in life. They want to have a very healthy relationship with you, whether it's romantic or platonic. They really care about you. And they feel as if you're always there for them when they need you. And that's the thing, Gemini. This person is like, wow, Gemini's gone through so much shit and has kept their shit together. So, it's almost as if the person you're dealing with is inspired by how well you've dealt with what you've gone through, which is a nice thing to see. But at the same time, that inspiration almost comes off as codependency, as if they need you. We got here Six of Cups and we got here Two of Swords. Whenever this person feels the need to vent about what's happened to them in their past, or whenever this person feels that they need somebody to talk to, they always believe that they can count on you, and that's something that makes them so attracted to you. I feel like who you're connecting with really enjoys the fact that they have someone they can always count on, but at the same time, even though this person can always count on you, Gemini, are they always taking accountability to be able to heal and change? That's where things get a little bit tricky. Let's see what's going on with them, though, throughout July 2020. This is how they feel about you so far. So what's going on with this person? Okay? Oh, we got two cards that fell. Give me one moment, everybody. Oh, boy. We got here the High Priestess, and we got here the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like so far, what's going on with the individual you're dealing with is that they are in a position where they are doing their best to keep balance in their life, but they feel like they can't. It's almost like who you're dealing with. They feel like this is the codependency forming. And I don't want to say that, but I feel like the person you're dealing with just relies on you a lot to be their rock. And they're noticing that, of course, throughout July. We still have Mercury retrograde going on in Cancer. It goes direct on July 12th, but I think that your person here feels like they can't get through what they're going through on their own, and it feels like they're a little bit more reliant on you, because whoever this is you're dealing with, they're falling for you. This could be a platonic friend who's falling for you. This could be a romantic partner who's falling for you. But I feel like the person you're dealing with, they love and appreciate you so much, and you always make them feel better. So because you make them feel better, that's almost like an addiction in a sense, to be able to always have access to you so that you can make them feel better. And I don't think your person here, Gemini, is trying to be codependent. I really don't. I don't think your person here is in a position where they want all of that out of you. I don't feel like they're entitled, okay, to where they are entitling themselves to you. I don't think that at all. I think who you're connecting with is a very genuine, down-to-earth person who's going through some shit, and I feel like they're inspired by your strength. But they're in a position right now throughout July where they may be getting a little bit too reliant. This could be the start of codependency, where they're a little bit too reliant on you to always feel better from the kind words that you offer or the words of inspiration that you offer to be able to help them when they're dealing with their own stuff. Okay? Let's take a look at you and see what's going on. How does Gemini feel towards the person they're dealing with? And what is going on with Gemini, please, throughout July 2020? Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout July 2020. How does Gemini feel towards the person they're dealing with? And what is going on with Gemini throughout July 2020? First card out here is the Queen of Pentacles. You do feel like you need to give more time to yourself during this period. You feel like you've been giving a lot of time to this person, but you also do feel like you need some time for yourself. We also do have here the Lovers. I do feel that with the individual you're dealing with, you very much so do care for this person. Now, whether it's romantic or not, that's what resonates to you, but I can see that you care for the individual you're dealing with. But at the same time, though, we do have here the Knight of Wands and the Empress. There is part of you that feels that the person you're connecting with is stunting your growth. You know, you have things that you need to focus on and grow from and learn from, right? You have experiences that you got to focus on. And I think that you do want some space here because you still have some room to grow. You still have some room to better yourself from whatever it is you're personally dealing with, right? So it feels to me like if you're always helping someone else, how could you help yourself? And that's a very true statement. And it's not a statement that invokes any sort of selfish action. It's a statement that invokes truth. If you're always helping someone else, how could you help yourself? I think that you recognize that you have more room for growth and more things that you need to focus on right now. And it's a little hard to walk away from a person you care about when they need you, but you don't always want to be needed. You know, we got here the Hangman card and we got here the Seven of Pentacles. I think that some of you Geminis are feeling stuck in this current connection. I think that some of you Geminis are feeling as if I don't know how much more patience I can have in this connection. I do love the person that I care about, but I do have things that I need to focus on as well. And I can't be somebody else's rock when I have to continue to be a rock for myself. We also have here Seven of Cups and we have your Nine of Pentacles. I think there's a part of you here that would enjoy your space and would enjoy having other experiences and time to do the things you need to do, because it's a part of you here, Gemini, that kind of feels that time is being slipped away from you, considering that you're putting so much time into this person. Based on what's going on with you throughout July 2020, let's take a quick look. We got here the Nine of Swords, we got here the Four of Cups, and we got here the Six of Pentacles. I feel like you're trying to be okay. I feel like you have your own shit you're dealing with. That's the Nine of Swords. The Nine of Swords is the energy of you got a lot going on up here in your mental, in your psyche. So you're dealing with your own stuff right now, Gemini. Whatever memories you got on your mind, whatever sort of pain that you're feeling, you have stuff you're dealing with too. And you want to be able to do both at the same time, Six of Pentacles, but you know that that's not an option. Four of Cups. You know that it's not an option. So it's a painful situation because you feel stuck. You really love and care for the person you're dealing with, but you feel as if that they've become too reliant on you. And you need your own space to make sure that you're being a rock for yourself too. You need your own space and your own room to grow from whatever is going on in your own personal life, whatever you're dealing with mentally right now. You need that time for yourself, and you don't feel like that time is being rewarded for you. So you're in a difficult spot, for sure. Let's take a look at where these energies are aligning real quick, all right? In regards to where energies are aligning between Gemini and the person they're dealing with, let's take a look. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus throughout July 2020, where energies aligning. We got here the Queen of Wands. We got here the Five of Cups. And we got here the Two of Cups. I think that truly you're getting ready to wave the white flag and ultimately express your feelings towards your person. And truthfully, Gemini, I think that the moment you express your feelings towards your person, your guys are about to get a hell of a lot more close than you thought. I think that, Gemini, you were under the impression that if you tell this person you need your space, that they're going to hate you or they're going to be so detrimentally upset, but I think you're going to get the exact opposite reaction. The person you're dealing with here, the moment that you really tell them how you truly feel with that Queen of Wands, the moment that you express to them your sadness and what it is that you're going through, Two of Cups, you two are going to connect in a much more deeper way. You guys are going to connect in a much more passionate way. This is kind of trauma bonding, if you will, but you and this person will actually be able to be there for each other. Gemini, I know that you're a rock for yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that because I'm a rock for myself as well. But you can consider being vulnerable with this individual. I think it's okay to be vulnerable with them. I think it's okay to open yourself up to them because you've been a great help to them, and I think that they could be a great help to you. And I don't think they'll be upset when they hear that you got your own shit going on too. I don't think they'll be upset if you ask for just a little bit of space. I feel like who you're connecting with has real good, genuine energy. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe your story is different from the story I'm reading. But I do feel like who you're connecting with has genuine energy. And I think that this is a time for you to be vulnerable, not only just with yourself, but maybe this is a test for you to be vulnerable with other people. Maybe right now the universe is testing you to see if you're willing to open yourself up to someone else and not be fearful or not be scared to let somebody see your scars. Because when you let somebody see your scars and your wounds, that's very scary. But the moment you allow yourself to do it, then vulnerability is not so scary anymore. And people can work with you and talk to you and just get closer to you overall. So I do feel that once you admit that you got your own stuff going on, the person you're dealing with here, they're going to listen. And you guys are going to gain a much more deeper connection than you thought the two of you would have. And I think that's beautiful. As for the overall outcome between Gemini and this person, please, throughout July 2020, let's take a look. Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs throughout July 2020. What is the overall outcome, please, between Gemini and the person they're dealing with? We got here the Knight of Cups. Yes! The sharing of emotions in a successful manner. We also got here as well the Queen of Swords, and we got here the Eight of Wands, and hello, we got here the motherfucking King of Wands, baby! I like it, Gemini. The energies that I'm seeing shared between you and this person are looking phenomenal. As for the outcome that's present here, Knight of Cups and Queen of Swords. This is a connection between two people who are open with one another and are no bullshit with one another. You guys know the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords doesn't play around. The Queen of Swords is unfiltered, no bullshit, raw, tell me how it is, tell me how you feel. And with the Eight of Wands to the King of Wands here, it does feel like a very passionate, fiery, and intense connection is being formed. So I do want to point out real quick, Gemini, if this is a platonic friend of yours, this relationship might get a little spicy, okay? It might get a little spicy to where being open and intimate on an emotional level could become physical. Hey-o, it could become physical for some of y'all. Just throwing that out there. But if it does not become physical and this relationship is non-romantic and strictly platonic, especially if this is like someone you're dealing with in your family, you're overall just getting closer and becoming more understanding of one another. And that is something that's beautiful. It's very beautiful in life to have someone that can truly listen to you, truly be there for you, and vice versa. That is a very powerful connection. And unfortunately, those connections seem more rare nowadays than they used to be. They seem a lot more rare. So two people being open and vulnerable with each other and being there for one another, having each other's back throughout life, because life can be hard, that's something that's nice and quite sweet. I really like the energy that we're seeing. From as far as what I know, Gemini, I don't see any sort of negative energies surrounding this person. I don't see any reason why you should be fearful of being vulnerable with them. I do see someone who was becoming a little too reliant on you, but I feel like the moment that you share how you really feel, instead of hide the way you feel, because I almost feel like the reason why you hid the way you felt, Gemini, was to almost make your presence look stronger, but sometimes there's more strength in being vulnerable than in not being vulnerable, if that makes sense. So nonetheless, energies are looking good. Person you're dealing with here is looking good. And I did say before too, if you do need space for your own healing, if you're one of those Geminis who needs to focus on yourself by yourself, I think they're going to be willing to give you that room. Okay? Like I said, I think you were in a position where you thought that if you were to ask and tell this person how you truly feel, they'd respond to it negatively, but I see them overall responding to it positively, and I see you bringing it, I see this connection just getting so much closer to this person by being truly open with how you feel. So if someone's dating a Gemini or dealing with a Gemini, I feel like the Gemini is about to open up to you for any cross-watchers watching, and that looks awesome. And if you are a Gemini here with someone else, opening up, I think, is going to bring a lot of value to the connection that the two of you share. So Gemini, thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed. Of course, if it resonates, please let me know down in those comments down below. Take care. Have an awesome and amazing, lovely rest of your July 2020. And I will catch you guys in your next video. Thank you all for watching. And once again, hopefully it resonates. And if it does, let me know. Have a great day, guys. And I will see you all in your next video. Much love. Peace.